Welcome to English with Colleen. This video is about English simple past tense verb mistakes. As an ESL teacher, I hear simple past tense verb mistakes all the time. Fixing these mistakes will definitely improve your English. First of all, let's talk about the simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to talk about something that happened in the past and is finished. Let's look at this past tense sentence. I ate my lunch. My lunch is gone. It is finished. There are many words and phrases that signal the use of the simple past tense verb. Here are some of them. A minute ago, an hour ago, a week ago, last night, last week, last year, the day before, earlier, yesterday, when I was young, a long time ago. Let's look at mistake number 1, which is simply not using the simple past tense at all. Look at our examples. Last night, I play soccer. Yesterday, he go to the store. So let's fix that mistake. The regular form of the simple past tense is very easy to create. Simply take the base form of the verb and add ed. So let's look at what we've done. Last night, I play soccer becomes last night, I played soccer. The nice thing about the regular form of the simple past tense verb is that it stays the same. You don't have to conjugate it. It would be nice if all the simple past tense verb forms were regular, but this is English. They are not. They are irregular. Irregular means not regular. So with the irregular forms, unfortunately, you just have to memorize all of them. There is no rule to them. So let's take a look at this example. Yesterday, he go to the store. The verb go changes to went. You have to memorize that. Yesterday, he went to the store. But again, once you memorize all of those irregular verb forms, you don't need to conjugate the verb in the simple past tense, and that makes it easy. Let's look at mistake number 2, not conjugating the verb to be. The verb to be is even more irregular than irregular verbs because you have to conjugate it. Look at these 2 mistakes. This morning, they was late. Last night, you was tired. So let's look at the conjugation of the verb to be. In the simple present tense, it is simply I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, and they are. In the past tense, it changes to I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, and they were. So let's see how we fix those sentences. This morning they was late becomes this morning they were late. Last night you was tired becomes last night you were tired. Now let's look at mistake number 3, the overregularization, which is trying to make an irregular verb regular. Actually, this mistake is quite common and is very common in native English-speaking children. It's developmentally appropriate. But there's no way around it. You have to memorize your irregular past tense verbs. Let's look at the examples here. Yesterday, I winned the race. And this morning, he forgetted his keys. This is an easy fix once you memorize those past tense verb forms. So let's look at the sentence. Yesterday, I winned the race. Winned is incorrect. Won is correct. So yesterday, I won the race. In the next sentence, this morning, he forgetted his keys. Forgetted is not the correct form. You can tell they over-regularized it by adding that ed to the end. But the correct form is forgot. So this morning, he forgot his keys. There are many irregular verb forms in English. You have to memorize them because a lot of very common verbs are irregular, such as is, which becomes was, are, which becomes were, have, had, draw, drew, teach, taught, go, went, come, came, run, ran, eat, ate, drink, and drank. Learning a language requires practice, so I have made Quizlet study sets for you to use to improve your English. Quizlet is an app. It's a free app that can be used to help you study. So I've made these study sets, and I'm going to include the URL, the link to them, in the description below. This first Quizlet set is on the irregular forms, just memorizing those irregular forms of the verbs. The second Quizlet set that I created to go with this video, it just encourages you or helps you, gives you opportunities to practice using the past tense, both the regular and irregular forms. Thank you for watching my video on simple past tense verb mistakes. There are more mistakes, but I didn't want to cram them all into one video. So be on the lookout for simple past tense verb mistakes part 2. And be patient with yourself. Learning a language requires time. Subscribe to my channel to get my latest videos.